Happy Thursday, everybody. Thank you so much for downloading or streaming the Be Our Guest podcast. We have the live replay from the call-in show this past Sunday night, May the 4th, 2025. Scotty G joins me. And of course, with it being May the 4th, we talk Star Wars memories from trips past, Star Wars weekends. Jason called in because he dropped by the studios this morning and got some exclusive merch. Gave us a boots on the ground report of what it was like over at the studios today as we recorded, what it was like on May the 4th at Disney's Hollywood Studios. We talked some Walt Disney World golf with Dennis from Indianapolis. We also talked some old fashions with a caller who's headed down for a bachelorette party here soon, and much more. Lots of calls on today's show. Don't forget today's podcast, always brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. We'd love to help you plan your next Disney adventure for no additional cost to you. So check out all the details today over at themagicforless.com. Please also use our Amazon affiliate link when you shop online. That one extra click supports everything we do throughout the year. It's beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. And thank you so very much to our Patreon supporters. You guys make the show possible. We could not do this without you. You can support us just $5 a month. And for that support, you get a bonus show called Mike in the Midwest. Come over this week. We'd sure love to have you. Patreon.com/beourguestpodcast.
Ready to take a trip to the world? You found the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. This is where your memories come front and center on our podcast stage.
Well, hey, everybody. Welcome to the BOGP Open Line for Sunday night, May the 4th. May the 4th be with you and you. And hope you're having a great Sunday night. We're here for the BOGP Open Line. Scotty G in the house up in East Lansing, Michigan. Back. We're going to have a good time over the next hour, taking your calls at 407-413-9395. 407-413-9395. We're going to be talking, well, Star Wars memories at Walt Disney World and on the Disney Cruise Line. Also lounging around Walt Disney World. Going along with Friday's podcast, you can armchair Imagineer your own lounge. Where would you squeeze it in? I still like my arcade idea over at Disney's Pop Century Resort, but what do you have on the plate in Duffy around the parks? Chris Childers in our chat, getting it started over there. Lots to talk about, but we'll take your calls here in just a second. 407-413-9395. Last week to use our vintage phone number. Skype goes away tomorrow, so we got to use a new phone number next week. And you know that'll bring all kinds of problems, but let's enjoy it today. Scotty G joining us. What's up, Scott? Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday, Mike. You know there's going to be like this this battle. Like someone wants to be the last person to call that number, right? Because it is such a vintage, classic Be Our Guest podcast history, that call-in number.
I know.
So bring in the calls. Who wants to be the last one to call it? You know, like good luck to you.
Yeah,
the
don't
force
wait
be
till
with
the
you,
end
as they would say, right?
Yeah, but please don't wait till 10 till the top of the hour. That's what always happens.
Yeah, we got to eat and stuff too. Yeah,
exactly. So, Scott, what's been going on with you over the last little bit? Because you weren't here last week.
Oh man, like some crazy stuff. So we've got a commitment to college in our house. So I guess I'll just share it right now. So you guys know, like I just introduced East Lansing, Michigan. Been here for 40 plus years. This is my hometown. I can hear the marching band from my house. Like Michigan State, I bleed green. You know, it's been part of my whole life. And
go green,
go white, baby. That's right.
Yep.
Go green, go white.
Yes.
And Emily has just, I mean, a quick brag. I know it's the Be Our Guest podcast Disney, but she's part of the family here. You know, like she actually used the Be Our Guest podcast in her essay.
We appreciate that. Yes.
To the school that she accepted to. So the question was about community. And she talked about how the Disney community has been a big part of her life. It was a cool answer. And I mean, she's the top of her class in a top 10. I mean, it's the top 10 high school in the state. It's very competitive. She's number one in her class. She's going to be the valedictorian, just like crushes her life, basically. So like she could probably go almost anywhere. She like really tied it to like a couple schools that she applied to, and she will be going to the University of Michigan, my rival.
Oh. Yes,
man.
And I tell you what, you are a bigger man than I, because if Mallory said she wanted to go to the state with a K that's out west of Missouri, it would not happen. It would not have, that for some reason that application would not go through. But I applaud you. That's amazing.
I mean, Michigan is a really great academic school. Like, there's no way we're gonna root for those sports ball teams. You know, those like I still can't stand Walmart Wolverines. You know who you are. At least she has a reason. Like she was accepted to the school. She has an affiliation now with the Wolverines. But I still can't root for their teams, obviously. But like that from an academic standpoint, brilliant school. It's like almost like an Ivy League standard. So really proud of her. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna be making more trips to Ann Arbor these days. I mean, it's just like an hour away from where I live, so it's not like it's far. That's why it works out pretty good. Like she didn't want like to go to Michigan State because it's like her backyard. Like it would just like nothing would be different. You know, it wouldn't feel that much different than what she's lived her whole life. So going a little bit further away is pretty cool. And then if she needs something, boom, we're just an hour away to help her out. So it'll be really good.
And I found out this news a little bit ago, but I mean, huge congratulations to Emily getting into one of the better schools in the United States and in the world, really. And lots of hard work. We know all the hard work that takes. And, you know, I've got to know her since she was yay big, and just, I mean, this is just days and hours and, you know, years of work, and she's going to succeed there, and it's going to be amazing.
I mean, Uncle Mike, you were one of the first people, you're one of the first people that knew. I mean, we knew, then the grandparents knew, and then you kind of knew next. So that's how close you are to the family.
It's going to be great.
But I don't know if you saw the photo Liz posted today on the social media, but I am wearing a Michigan Dad shirt. I'm actually wearing a Wolverine shirt.
I'm telling you, man, when you put on those college like dad shirts, because like on the podcast cruise we had the like, and dude, I looked at the picture, I couldn't find it, because I went when you posted like showed me the original one.
Oh yeah,
I was like, I know when Pam and I wore those Mizzou mom and Mizzou dad shirts when Paige went the first time. I kept looking, I'm like, okay, we only do podcast cruises in odd years, so I'm like 2019, nope, couldn't find it. 2017, I was like, dude, where's that picture? I wasn't looking back far enough. It was 2015. I'm like, oh my God, that was 10 years ago. What happened? We're old. I know. 2015. I was like, oh man, am I that old? Yes, I am.
And Mike, you had a nice comment. I mean, we're going to talk Disney and some calls here, but you had a nice comment to me yesterday that I didn't really respond to you yet. But our official friendship in quotes on social media was yesterday, like the anniversary of it. And you had some nice words to say. And you are one of my best friends. I mean, our families vacation together. We talk every day, basically. So that was nice. It was nice to see those fun. We got a decade worth of photos and memories, man.
We have so many. I have more pictures with you than I have with my family.
I know what you're saying.
The bromance continues every Sunday night.
And now we're going to be cruising soon. Like less than 6. I made ADRs this weekend for the trip.
Thank you. And you made it perfect for my night, dude. You think of me. That's what Rosa Mexicana, baby, on July 5th. Bam. Let's go.
Right, I know, but now there's talks about like a Splitsville meetup. So I don't know if we need to move that now.
Well, is it late enough? We could do both. Like, who do that?
It was like
noon?
5. I don't know.
We'll make it happen. We'll figure it out. We'll make it happen. Anyway, we got to get your calls. We want to talk Disney. So tonight, I thought we'd talk Star Wars memories. Did you run a Star Wars race? Did you ever go to Star Wars weekends? Did you ever see the hyperspace hoopla? Man, the hyperspace hoopla. God, I wish they were doing that again. That was so much fun. I mean, seriously, like Princess Leia and Queen Amidala, and then Darth Vader coming out to Spice Girls. I mean, you would think it's a fever dream if you weren't there. It happened. The Jedi Training Academy, that was awesome. I found pictures of Mallory battling Darth Vader with what's his face, the guy with the double lightsaber, Darth Maul in the front. Dude, he's battling like little 3-year-olds that are trying to whack him in the shins. That really did happen too. You know, it was just, there's so much. They had the Star Wars Day at Sea sailings on Disney Cruise Line. Those were awesome. Of course, Galactic Star Cruiser came and went. So it's May the 4th. You want to talk Star Wars memories? Let's do that tonight. We can talk about lounges around Walt Disney World. What's your favorite? Where would you imagine a new one? I don't know. Where do you want to go with this guy? We can talk about anything. I mean, Jason was just there. I know he talked in the Discord. He was going to call in. Phone lines are open. We can talk about anything you want, but what's on your mind?
Yeah, I mean, always a lot on my mind for Disney. But if you want to talk about Star Wars specific, I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, but I've said many times on here, man, I miss Star Wars weekend so much. And I'll never forget, I think we were just talking about 2015. I think it was like the May of 2015. We went down there for like a nice 9-night trip at the Yacht Club. One of my favorite trips we ever done. And we did 2 weekends at Star Wars weekends, and they were doing these new events. So we got to do a Star Wars breakfast at Side-Eye. That was the only year they ever did that. And like, it was awesome. We're having the blue milk and then like is it Greedo or Grado? See, this is gonna lose my
Greedo.
fandom
Yeah,
here.
he shot
Yeah.
first. Exactly.
Yeah, I know Greedo. Yeah, Greedo shot first, not Han. Greedo was in there. You know, it was like this cool experience in sci-fi. You're just having breakfast with Star Wars characters. Jawas were there, and then they did like a Hollywood and Vine did a special meal where like you had like a Jedi Mickey in there, Darth Goofy. Like it was just hilarious. But like they had these like character meals. So like we signed up for all that. We did the Star Wars dessert party. I mean, we spent hundreds on these like special experiences, but it was cool. And like I feel like that might have been the last year they did Star Wars weekends. Actually, maybe that's why it was like the only time. I mean, it had to end shortly after that. I feel like, but I missed those so much. That was one of my favorite events, even as not a hardcore Star Wars fan. Those were fun.
Yeah, I think they really kind of were for both the diehard, because they had diehard like meet and greets, but also casual fans. I'm very casual. Like I don't watch
casual,
I don't
yeah.
watch the animated stuff. I know the movies, but we have a first call of the night, so let's invite them in. Hey, who's joining us?
What's up, guys? It's Jason. Speak
Hey.
of the bald man on the Discord.
So, are you a? We have a goal, baby. We have a goal. Let's go.
Louis?
Okay, St. Louis. That's
Let's
right.
go.
1-0. I'm not allowed to do play-by-play, or else the NHL will come after me. 1-0 Blues. Yes, it is on here in the background. So, Game 7, baby. I'm telling you, we do not stop this podcast for anything, even a Game 7 in the Stanley Cup playoffs around these parts. But Dennis is tuned in. He's a big Blues fan, so we're just doing him a service. That's the way I look at it. All right. So, Jason, you speaking of May the 4th and Disney's Hollywood Studios and all the madness, you were there in the rain this morning, grabbing some of those exclusives. So, how was that?
Yeah, so we got there around, what was it, like 9:30, 10 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And the exclusive merch was back in Muppets Courtyard in that gift shop back there. But the queue started outside, and it is just like downpouring. I mean, it's pretty much like we're in a shower, like completely soaked. They had a couple umbrellas out there, but I mean, you kind of just had to like huddle from umbrella to umbrella. So by the time we got into the store and got our stuff, we came back outside. It was totally dry. The rain had stopped.
But we were completely drenched.
Yeah, we were completely drenched. My shorts were drenched for basically the rest of the day. So that was kind of an interesting start, but we did get our merch, thank God. And then we got to enjoy our day at Hollywood Studios.
Were the crowds insane on May the 4th? Or for folks that haven't been to the studios on May the 4th, and I've only been there a couple times, and it just happened. I didn't go there really for May the 4th, but I was there because Summit cheerleading happens that weekend every year, and I was there for Mallory's cheer. It's an awesome experience, especially if you can be there at night, like tonight when it gets dark in Batu. That's awesome. But whenever it brings out the lightsabers. But what was it like this morning? Was it slammed? Was it like were people walking around in Jedi robes? Like what was the feeling like?
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, it'll probably be really packed tonight, but I feel like during the day it was, I mean, the rest of Hollywood Studios felt about normal, maybe a little bit busier than normal. But then when you went into Galaxy's Edge, obviously it was slammed packed with people dressed up, taking pictures all over. All of the photo pass spots had lines. Rise was, when I looked, it was like 110 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So it was pretty packed most of the day. Smuggler's Run, same thing. I think when we passed it, it was 60 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Galaxy's Edge was packed, but the rest of the park felt like about like a normal day, which was kind of surprising.
Our friends did like Tower of Terror in about 40 minutes, and then we also got on Rock and Roller Coaster in another 40.
Yeah.
We did Star Tours. It was pretty much a walk on, so it was nice. The rest of the park, it was just pretty packed.
Yeah, Galaxy's Edge. It was
It's so fun. It's so funny though when you say Star Tours. Like I always forget Star Tours is a part. You know what I'm saying? Like because it's so disconnected. I mean, it's Star Tours, right? I mean,
It
it's
seems
Star
to always
Wars.
be a walk on these days.
It
too,
is.
which
It
wild.
is. And I mean, it's an awesome ride. I mean, it's got a full on AT-AT right there as you walk in, and you know you go through like the little simulated indoor forest. But
But it's funny, like C3
it's
is like cracking jokes the whole time. I
yeah,
mean, it's funny
so,
to me.
It's so forgotten. I'm like, oh yeah, that's there too. Oh yeah, nice.
I think like for like we passed it once and there was like somewhat of a line, but I think it was still like 20 or 30 minutes. So yeah, the rest of the day was pretty much just how it is, which is, a walk on.
So do you guys have any like favorite memories of any Star Wars like events? I mean, I've talked about races and Star Wars weekends I've gone to and stuff like that. Is there like Galactic Star Cruise, anything like that? Like, what's your favorite like Disney connection to Star Wars for y'all?
So we actually only got into Star Wars. It was May 5th of last year. So a year ago tomorrow, everybody was like posting their May the 4th stuff. And we were like, you know what, let's try to watch Star Wars. And I had watched it like a while ago. Like I tried watching the first or like the original trilogy and like I didn't really get into it. But we were like, you know what, our friends like Star Wars, like let's see what it's about. Like let's sit down and actually like try to watch it. And yeah, we loved it. So that was like, I don't know, we've only been into Star Wars like the past year. But as a kid, I remember in like 8th grade, my aunt took me to Star Wars weekend at Hollywood Studios. And I remember we got to like do the character meet and greets, and there was like the parade with a bunch of the stars from the Clone Wars, which we love now, but at the time I had no idea who these people were. So it's funny looking back at those photos, knowing
Like
what I know now.
Exactly. That's
so
who
I
that
think
is.
that was
Yeah.
a fun time, but
Yeah,
I
and
feel like I don't.
yeah, I mean, like like the Star Wars weekends, those parades were awesome because they had like the 501st. A lot of those were just regular people that kind of volunteered to walk in
Yeah.
the parade. It was neat.
Yeah, no, we're pretty new to the Star Wars fandom, but I mean, we've been enjoying it. We love going to Galaxy's Edge, especially at night, just kind of walking around. The Ronto wraps, I think, is one of my favorite like quick service things to get.
Same.
So yeah, we've been enjoying our new Star Wars fandom.
mm-hmm.
And that's what I do like that about Star Wars is that, some people can be gatekeepers in any kind of community, right? Disney, Star Trek, Star Wars, whatever. But for the most part, I like that you can be, very light into, because I don't know anything about the animated stuff and that kind of stuff. I just know the movies, and I know the original trilogy pretty well. I know the prequels okay. The other 3, 7, 8, 9 are I've seen those a few times each, but that's what I know, and I'm fine with that. But I like that some people know everything about all the shows that are on Disney Plus. I can't keep up with all that stuff, but it's still I love it. I love it, and everybody can love it at different levels, and I think that's cool. And then you can go to the parks and experience it. It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun to like. Honestly, even if you haven't watched Star Wars, just walking through Galaxy's Edge and like appreciating the theming, and I don't know. I feel like you don't even have to have that much of a like knowledge of Star Wars to just kind of walk through that land and really appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
So Corey has a thought here on YouTube. Our good friend Corey from over in the clubhouse. He says he'd be drinking the blue milk all day on the 4th. Okay, let's take a poll. I've never had blue milk at.
Okay, so
there.
Like when rides get a long line and they have like a cast member out there with one of those big signs that say like, I don't know, line starts here or whatever.
Yes.
They had one of those for the milk.
Shut up, like a
milk,
like a beer
it
man.
Said milk line starts here.
No, just like a really long line.
Okay, just for the okay. I thought you meant like a beer man serving the blue milk, like with the tray. Like walking through the line. Okay, I was confused.
I mean, I've always said for long lines, you should have a popcorn person like walking through.
I think like at the ball game, you know what I'm saying? The guy's got like the tray with all the sodas, like on the.
Get your Ronto wrap.
Exactly, like blue
Ronto
milk.
wrap, blue milk right here.
Honestly, that's a lot easier for them to do.
That would be really cool.
And you're like 20 people ahead, so like, can you pass my $20 bill down?
Just keep it. It was $16. This is a $4
trying to like get the people next to you, like, hey, can you just pass this to them? I just want a beer, thank you.
Oh my gosh! I have not had blue nor green milk. If I was going to get it, I'd have to have blue because that's authentic. Scott, have you had blue or green milk?
I've had them both. Yeah.
Which one's better?
I think because I've seen people do this too. I think I like the mix when you mix them together.
Dude, you're gangster.
Yeah.
What did we have? The blue milk?
I think we only tried the blue milk. Jason you didn't love it, right?
It wasn't my favorite thing.
I liked it.
I'm glad I tried it, but it wasn't like the best thing in the world, so I don't know.
Huh.
Sounds like a future Musty Adventure video. We'll do a tasting.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
I like the combo. The combo of the two is where I go.
Blue and green. So basically kind of like a purple.
Try that.
I don't even know what color that would
But
be.
like I'm always green, and I guess Emily's probably the blue milk now these days. If you catch what I'm saying there.
That's true.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. That's
I'm
true.
sorry, Corey. I saw your comment. I'm sorry, but it's, I tried it. Though. That's about it
You
now.
gave it a shot.
So real quick though, Jason, Veronica, you did something today too. Now, not like it's closing today, but I believe you're going to have your first and final experience of a restaurant at Hollywood Studios. You want to just give a quick review of how that went today?
Yeah, so we went to Mama Melrose. It was our first time, and I guess it will be our last time because it's obviously closing. The vibe of the restaurant was really cool. I really enjoyed like the lights on the top, like with was it like grass or whatever?
Yeah, like the vines.
Yeah, the vines. So that was really cool. I feel like I kind of wish I got the chicken parm. I didn't get it because we had just gone through the torrential downpour, so we got all our stuff. We hadn't eaten breakfast, so it was kind of just like I didn't want something like super heavy. But we did get a margarita pizza. That was very good. The bread was very good. I feel like
the soup was good.
Yeah, the minestrone soup was good.
Oh, love that.
So I feel like the whole table kind of enjoyed what they got. But yeah, I kind of wish we went like before today. So yeah, I mean, vibes were cool. So it was kind of cool to just kind of do that before it closes up.
Yeah, I hear you on the vibe. So it's not like my favorite restaurant, but like I do love the vibe in there. It's just got that Southern California feel to it. Little fun fact, I'm sure I said this on the podcast before, but there is a tie to Michigan State in there. There's a Michigan State Rose Bowl championship pennant in Mama Melrose, so I call dibs if Imagineering with it.
Looking at the cast connection when it closes.
Yeah. So I often try to ask, can I send that table like back on the wall next to the Michigan State pendant, please? But that's cool. I'm glad you got the experience though. But I'm bummed that's going away because it's just I've eaten there so many times because of like the Fantasmic dining package, that's always part of that, but I will miss it, but I'm excited for new things that are coming along the way too though.
It's a little hidden gem going away.
We're excited too. And of course we did have to salute the snowman for you, Scott, one final time.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. The growth chart of Emily, that snowman, through the years, like I swear that snowman's been getting bigger, right? Or is it just me?
Oh,
yeah.
You know what we're gonna have to do? We're gonna have to go to the Lakeland Antique Mall and see if that snowman is there.
yeah,
Oh, there we go.
Magic.
Wouldn't that look good in like a U of M dorm? No.
Oh man.
Awesome. Very good.
Well, hey, I'll see you guys down there when I come down at the beginning of June, and I'll be there for the Cool Kids Summer thing. And I can't wait to catch up with you guys.
No, I'm excited. Yeah, we'll be.
So is that the campaign this summer?
That is the
Yeah.
campaign.
I feel like I'm a little bit behind.
Cool.
I've been going through
Yeah.
college decisions and
I
all
know
this.
you've been doing
up.
you've been doing all the serious stuff. I'll be down 2 days getting media stuff, like just getting stuff to post on social media. For
Cool Kids Summer is the hashtag.
Cool Kids Summer. Yes.
Okay.
Hashtag Cool Kids.
Promoting
Summer.
the pools, probably.
Yeah.
To be cool.
Pools, water parks,
Cool.
nighttime events. I'm the perfect influencer for that, right? I'm 51.
Oh, so will you see the new parade, baby? I wonder.
No, I don't think so.
just might get a
No,
bunch of
it's too early for
influencers.
that. It's too early for that. I think it's more water parks and like
Okay.
just hanging out. But
Yeah, because there's a rumor that could be in July, maybe.
yeah,
the new parade?
July. I think the day we go on the cruise actually is. I think. the
Oh
day
well, I
we
guess
actually
I'll have to see when I
it.
get back.
I know you'll probably see it when we get back. All right, we have a couple other calls. We're trying to squeeze maybe Jason, Veronica. We will see you soon, and thanks for the live update. We appreciate y'all so very much. Did you see that Chris Childers, man? He was in the chat with us.
Emily, we said congratulations
Yes.
and watch out for a package coming soon.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Well, thank you. And I'll pass that message along.
All right, we appreciate you guys. All college football
All right.
today. Connections
All
and
right,
Disney.
bye guys.
All right, see you guys. All right, bye. Oh, hang on. I gotta wait. Where's the button?
Oh,
Missed
I
it.
knew we had to hear it one
Missed
more
it.
time, Mike.
I knew.
Yeah, we had to
I
hear it
knew.
one
I
more
was
time.
like, "Where's the button?" And I missed it.
We had to hit the Skype call at least once.
I missed the button. All right, here's our next call. Hey, who's joining us?
Hi, this is Natalie. I'm calling from Indiana.
Hey, Natalie in Indiana. What's going on out
Hey.
east?
This is my first time calling. I'm so excited.
Hey, thanks for calling in. You got to use the old 15-year-old Skype number. You waited till the last day, and it goes away tomorrow.
Yeah,
So
I've
there
been
you go.
listening for like 10 years, so I felt like I had to go out with the last phone number.
Wait, we've been waiting for you for 10 years. We're like, where's Natalie been? And here you are.
All this time.
Bam. There you are. So what part of Indiana are you from?
Indianapolis.
Nice. We've been out there many
We've been
times
there
in
many times.
Noblesville.
I've flown out of there very many times to save some dollars. It's just a 3.5-hour drive. So
yeah, it's pretty nice. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I'm headed to Disney twice coming up in this month of May. I'm pretty excited. I actually have a couple questions for Scotty, if that's okay.
Okay, I'll just jump. Blues are up 2-0. I'm going to see the end of the period. I'll be back in a minute.
Well, they're mostly one's about old fashions, and I know that's more Scotty.
Oh yeah, dude, that's
Scotty
all him. You got
realm.
yeah, that's Scotty G all the way. Go ahead.
all right, Natalie, what's going on?
Yeah, I was just I'm headed down with my family at the end of June. I'm going on my bachelorette party in 2 weeks, and then 2 weeks after that we're going down with my family, and my fiance will be going on that trip, and I was just wondering where you think the best old fashioned is in all Disney World.
There's so many good ones. So one of my
I know
go-to,
the Morimoto one's very good from what I hear.
Yeah, that's a good one. So sticking with Disney Springs, I really like what they're doing at the Edison. I don't know if you ever spent any time at the Edison, but I like the vibe in there with that's I like the vibe in there with the steampunk, and you get some live music in there too, and their old fashions are awesome. So highly recommend a trip to the Edison for an old fashioned.
Nice. Oh, and that's in Disney Springs, right?
That's in Disney Springs. Yep. Do you have any like meals planned? Because like a lot of my favorites are like tied to like reservations. You know, like you can go up to like.
Oh boy, do we have some meals planned.
Okay, I'll be back because you guys got.
Can you share a couple, and I'll give you like a yay or nay on their old fashions maybe.
Yeah, we're going to Sci-Fi. I somehow got a reservation there.
Oh, nice.
We're doing Sebastian's. Let me think. Sebastian's.
That's a good meal.
The Derby.
Ooh, okay. Derby's got a good one.
Do they have a good one?
Yep, I would get the old fashioned at the Derby for sure.
And then,
I don't know where you're staying, but I like to go.
Are there any
I like to go
to the Magic Kingdom at any of the sit down restaurants?
No.
No.
So so Liberty Tree serves booze, and they do have like a bourbon type drink. I think it might be like a Manhattan. I've had it, and it's not my favorite at Liberty Tree. So, I mean, your fiance can go for it, but it's not recommended on the Scotty G scale. I'll say that.
By the way, real quick, I'm just jumping in. Because
I trust your scale.
Well, because Scott can't see this, and I'm just kind of the middleman here. But Olive Olin over on Instagram says, "I had the old fashioned at the Edison. It was excellent. Pair it with that peanut butter burger."
Oh,
you got me a peanut butter burger. Okay, continue. I'm just saying.
Love the Edison. So if you're just like doing like a Skyliner crawl or anything like that, like so, I mean, obviously you need a reservation to eat at Topolino's, but a lot of times you can go up there and just go to the lounge and the bar. I love the old fashioned at Topolino's, and I'm going to say this wrong because I always want to say Misner's, but I believe it's called the Enchanted Rose. Did I get it right this time?
Correct.
Finally, okay. Yes. I've been there a lot. I just can't ever get the name right. I'm old school, but they do seasonal old fashions there, Natalie, and I love those. So they have like a nice old fashioned that's always on the menu, but I would go for their seasonal one. The bartenders and the staff are fantastic at the Enchanted Rose, so I would definitely make a stop there if you're in the Magic Kingdom area.
Okay, amazing. That's great. And then my second question is, I'm flying into the Sanford Airport for the first time. I know you frequent that one too. I accidentally just booked it on accident because I just booked an Allegiant flight and I didn't realize it. I just didn't know if there's anything else I need to know about that airport because I'm used to just flying into NCO.
So you might be mixing that up with Tampa. So I'll fly into Tampa a lot. I've actually never done Sanford. So we'll put it out in the chat if anyone is watching or listening.
Please.
Like, let us know.
Nervous.
So, Mike, have you heard from anyone like on a trip report that's flown in there or anything?
You know, it is kind of a challenge getting like transfers. Like basically, you're gonna have to. I mean, obviously, you can do like an Uber or Lyft. It is costly because it's quite a distance from Walt Disney World, but I mean, it's doable. You just don't have services like Mears Connect and stuff like that you have out of MCO. It's a little bit out there, and that's that's kind of why because we have the same thing. Like we have an airport in St. Louis it's like 45 minutes away from downtown. It's in like it's out by Scott Air Force Base over in Illinois, and there's only a few flights every once in a while, like a couple times a week that go down to Walt Disney World. But the same thing, it's Allegiant, it's airlines like that. But they only fly like, on like Tuesdays and Thursdays, a couple times a week. But they do go there, but they go into Sanford. And so you got to watch that. You can get ripping deals. but you end up at Sanford. So that is one of those things.
Yeah,
you
I
gotta
thought it
watch.
was a great deal. I was like, midday flight, this is amazing. And then I was like, oh.
I mean, but you're
Not
there,
going
and I
in
mean,
CO.
But you're there,
it's
yeah.
you know,
And there'll be
ways.
ride shares.
Yeah.
I don't know what their car rentals are like, and I don't know if you've been renting a car, but I mean that could be something to look into. But my guess is it reminds me of like our Lansing. So there actually is an airport in Lansing, and you guys are like, why don't you ever fly that, Scott? Because there's like never any flights to Orlando. But
it's probably just illegal.
it's like because there's like 20 cars that you can rent at the Lansing airport, so like I'm guessing they'll probably have a little bit more, but yeah, ride shares might be the way to go.
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, I'll
So
let
can
you
I
guys
ask-
know. I'm actually doing a trip report after my bachelorette party in June, so I can let you guys know how it all went.
That'd be perfect. Yeah, I was gonna ask. You got the bachelorette party, and then your fiance is coming for the trip 2 weeks later. Is that right? What
The
do those
family
dates
trip,
overlap with our cruise?
So the bachelorette party, we're staying at Art of Animation.
Nice.
And then my family, they just were, I think, just jealous that I was going. So in 2 weeks after that, we're all going, and we have no business doing this, but we already got a 3-bedroom at the Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Shut up.
Yes, you do have
Oh my
business doing that. That's
God.
awesome.
Dude, that is
We have-
unbelievable.
And we usually stay at like Pop and stuff. It was the first time we rented DVC points. It's like the last time I think that we'll all be able to stay together, like as our family grows.
It's perfect.
So yeah, we're super excited.
Is that the one your fiance is going on, or no? Or is it?
Yeah,
He's not going on.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah. No, he's not
So
going
go
on the
to,
bachelorette party. The bachelorette party is before.
Yeah, so go to the lounge at Animal Kingdom Lodge at Jumbo House. Like, there's some great cocktails
yeah.
there for sure.
Okay.
Why
I
the
haven't
name is
stayed at Animal
escaping
Kingdom
me?
Lodge in so long, I didn't even think of that.
You talk about Victoria Falls?
Yes, Victoria Falls. Thank you, Mike.
Look at
They
that.
have I don't know if he likes margaritas. They have this like Kilimanjaro margarita or something that is amazing, and they have some other great cocktails too. So
Okay.
that's a cool spot to get some drinks.
Okay, perfect.
Dude, I
perfect.
cannot
Yeah.
wait to hear
So
about the
that'll be
3-bedroom.
great.
Holy, that's probably bigger than my house.
I know. When we watched we watched like a video of it on YouTube, and we were like, "What are we? This
You're
is
gonna be-
ridiculous."
You can
And
play.
we're like,
You can
"Well,
probably
we
play.
already did it.
You can probably play Marco Polo in that thing, like Marco. And I can't even hear it like the polo. That'd be that's.
I know.
That's how we were in the 2-bedroom because we shared a 2-bedroom one time for a cruise with the Scott's family. I was like, this thing is enormous. And it
You
had a
got to
patio.
share some photos with
Yeah.
us. Like I've
We'll have to
toured.
talk about
I've
it.
toured a
will.
3-bedroom at Animal Kingdom Lodge, so I have an idea what the space is like, and it's awesome. So I gotta see what the family vibe is like in that 3-bedroom. It's going to be spectacular.
And also, Deanna shouting
Yeah,
out the
I'm very
banana
pumped.
old fashioned. I can't say it. I still haven't got it. The Walilulu.
So
Is that the new place?
The new place at the Polynesian.
yes,
Yeah. Okay.
Walilulu.
Banana.
Banana.
That's good. We
Banana.
can maybe do like a crawl. We can go from there and then go to the Enchanted Rose. Just
absolutely go to
old-fashioned
Enchanted
crawl.
Rose.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Perfect. You got it. That's perfect. Bachelor
Now,
party thing.
I would skip the outer rim. They basically just do like I call it the generic bar menu. That's basically what they serve at the outer rim at the Contemporary, is just the generic bar menu. So go to Enchanted Rose, you'll get some nice craft cocktails there for sure.
Okay. Perfect. Well, thank you guys so much. This was so fun calling in.
Hey, don't be a stranger. Call in again. We need the calls.
Just don't use this number.
Don't use this number. We'll have a new one. It's going to be 475-847-173, but we'll give that out next week. We're ready
All
to
right.
go.
Thank you guys.
All right. Talk to you later. Have a good time. All right, see you.
Congratulations. Have fun at the bachelorette
Yes,
party.
have fun. Don't get in trouble.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. All right. We
Dude,
got
I
next
love some
call.
old-fashioned trivia questions. I love that.
dude,
and
that's-
the chat was
dude,
on fire with that too.
That is your jam. We have tons of calls coming in tonight. People want to use this phone line one last time that I've been paying for 15 years. All right. Who's joining us? Thanks for calling in.
Hey, Mike, it's Mark in New Jersey. How are you guys doing?
Good.
tonight?
What's up, Mark? How's Jersey tonight?
It's wet. It's wet right now. I think we're getting the weather that you guys had come through earlier this week, so it's fun. But so I had a little bit of a real-time question for you guys. My wife and daughter are down there now. They're just finished up Summit cheerleading stuff, and they have like an after-hours party set up for them tonight in Epcot. And wanted to see how do you recommend, going about the after hours party? How do you go about doing that the best way?
Well, first of all, hang on. First of all, because I've been watching all the Summit coverage. How'd the team do? I mean, they hit zero or pretty good, or
They did hit 0. They came in third. They
Yes.
were junior 6.
Junior 6? They're 6?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It was tight. The first through fourth.
Scott doesn't know what 6
First through-
means. 6 is the highest level, Scott, dude.
Six is the highest level. It's
6
pretty
is like
crazy what they
Lanuba
can do.
acrobats.
Yeah.
They're the crazy
Oh,
moves.
wow.
Oh my God, they're like back
That's
to
impressive. Congratulations to them.
highest level. Yes, absolutely. So
Yeah,
continue. I just
and
want to
it was
explain
super
it.
tight. The first through fourth was all separated by less than a point, so it was very dramatic.
So give a shout out. Was it trying to remember the New Jersey gym that I always see that wins? What was the gym?
World Cup Starlights out of New Jersey.
Shout out. Very good. Congratulations to them. Okay, so Scott, how would you do an
Thank
after
you.
hours party? Because they're all kind of the same. Whether
So it's going to be like all the groups are going to be there. So it's going to be like packed. Are we thinking or?
Yeah, packed with cheerleading girls. Yeah, so I think they have a DJ set up for them, and
Okay.
all the whatever the normal kind of stuff is.
For the record, I saw Cheer Theory, which is this cheer account that tweets like all the cheerleading updates and all the competitions throughout the year. 580 teams competed just yesterday. 580 teams competed yesterday. So imagine this after party. Now a team can have like 24 people on it, like probably on average. I mean, some of the teams are bigger if they're large, and some are small, and some are But I'd say probably 18 to 24, maybe an average squad. Dude, it's gonna be nuts. There's gonna be a lot of bows at that party. But go
Yeah,
ahead.
a lot of boats. Now, if they're responsible, they went back. They flew back today to go to school tomorrow. But I'm sure half of them didn't.
No, we never did. We went to the parks on Monday. No. You celebrate or you just drown your sorrows in a park day on Monday. That's what you do. So
So I
you
guess
do?
like what are the goals here, Mark? Are they want to do like attractions, or they want to like embrace the DJ and do all the dancing, or are they going to be too tired to dance?
They dance.
I don't know. I'm sure they'll try and do everything, as
Okay.
they do. But how would you go about attacking something like that?
So I would start like me personally, like I would start in the back of the park, like in World Showcase, and like if attractions were like my goal, like I would want like Guardians of the Galaxy, right? I mean, Cosmic Rewind is the hottest attraction, but like kind of how the rule goes though is like as long as you're in before the park closes in the queue, like you'll get the ride. So like I would almost like make that like my last thing. So if the party ends at 11 o'clock, I'm gonna try to make sure I'm there like around 10:50, or somewhere around there, so I can get in and end with a bang with Cosmic Rewind. So I'd probably start in the back and just make my way forward, right? So I'd do like a Ratatouille, and then maybe like a Frozen, and then I think Test Track is still down too. So I mean, you're kind of limited on like some of the rides up in the front, but I kind of start in the back, make my way forward. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of dancing and entertainment in World Showcase too. So that would kind of be my strategy. But I don't know. What are you thinking, Mike?
I will.
I just know how like the kids are that go to these parties. They're just going to want to be together to celebrate and hang out. I mean, I don't know if they're going to be trying to like look at it as we do as like uber Disney fans, where we're trying to maximize every minute. They're just going to enjoy being there and being together. And if there's a DJ dancing, making TikToks, I mean, they're not going to be worried about that stuff. They're just going to be together making memories with their friends and hanging out on their phones. I mean, and of course, stand in lines trying to get on Guardians. That'll probably be a huge thing for them. They're going to actually definitely want to ride Guardians no matter how long it is.
So that's why I want to do it at the
possibly-
end, because that line could be long for the entire party. So I would say like go in at a few minutes before the party ends, because they're probably posting a time that's not even accurate at that point too, and it'll probably be a quick walk on.
Yeah.
Not walk on, but
Okay.
But they're probably not going to want to
Yeah.
maximize like the amount of attractions. They'll be fine with
sure.
like dancing, doing Guardians, maybe a Frozen, and maybe a Ratatouille, and that's call it a day. Get something to eat. That's what I would think. Like most.
hopefully they're serving food. Like,
teams.
hope there's like some
Oh, I hope so.
like Flower and Gardens happening. So I hope that like Flower and Garden booths are open or something. Like that'd be kind of cool. How I'm trying to envision this is like the wine and dine like after party, like how they have like the race and then all the runners come for like a party to celebrate their accomplishments. And so like most of the rides are open, then you got all the food booths open. So I hope they have some food options open, because like I'm sure these girls want to eat. These cheerleaders want to eat.
Oh, dude, they can eat.
Oh yeah, they're going to be ready to go. I'm sure they will. And you know what? Actually, I don't know what time they normally go to, but this party's going to go to 1 o'clock. So
that's what I was going to ask. I was
or-
wondering what the hours were with a buyout like that. So it's probably it's like probably get
so
in.
I don't know
It's
if
probably
they're
like they can get in
extending
at
these things
7
now or what, but
Yeah.
it's till 1 a.m. So we'll see.
Oh yeah, okay, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so it's probably like one of those things where they can get in like at 7 or 6, and then they can go to 1. They'll probably get like a wristband. It's probably how this will work.
Yeah, they just got there now. There now. And I'll tell you what, also, shout out to Disney for this one. My wife was there, and they started to do the booths and stuff. And she, one of the tips or whatever is buy a gift card, so you know how much you're spending at all the booths and this kind of stuff. She dropped it and literally turned around and it was gone.
Oh,
but she saved the receipt, went to the International Gateway, whatever place where the customer support is, and she showed them the last receipt they had with the balance on it, and they gave her a brand new gift card with a wrisband on. So that was great for them too. So
that is so good. And awesome. By the way, real quick, there's Laura's Adams coach over on Instagram says she's going to the Summit celebration at Epcot tonight. Never rode Guardians before. I get motion sick in a wave pool. 1 out of 10. What are the chances I throw up? Now, have you ridden Guardians? You have, right? Caller?
I have.
You have. Okay, so what do you say to this coach? She's going tonight to celebrate Summit. What would you say?
Recommend find some Dramamine, whether it's at the hotel or at the first aid place at Epcot. Take a couple of those before, give yourself an hour, and you'll be fine. I was fine with that, but I wouldn't go on it. Those screen rides, they mess me up. So, but no, with the Dramamine, I was fine.
I want to get like third party that somebody has never given an opinion before on the show. So while you were here, I did it too at the media event, and like I could have done it all day because we had 6-hour window. We could ride as much as we wanted before it opened, and I did it one time. I was like, I'm good because I just can't do spinny things, and it didn't make me throw up or anything, but I did see somebody, so it can happen. So I would, if you have Dramamine or they say those wristbands. I've done it 3 times. I did it with Scott that one time. Didn't I do it with you guys? Because
you
Paige
did.
There.
Yeah.
Paige, I was
with
like,
Mallory,
maybe it was
and
just me.
it was like
it was a fast pass. It was a lightning lane. We had a lightning lane, and I thought maybe it was. I've done it 3 times on all 3 times. I kind of regretted it. Like I am done for real now.
It's the best ride.
I know it is cool, but man, I just cannot take it.
So I love that story, Mark. How guest services helped with the gift card. I just want to share a tip for everybody too, something that I do as well. So like I love the Disney gift card website because you can like hold up to like 5 gift cards in there, and I transfer because like Mike will love this as a travel agent too. Like he doesn't want to get a whole bunch of $100 gift cards to make a payment. Like you can combine them up to like $1,000 on one gift card.
America,
yes. So what I do in that situation too, like I always have like an empty card on that account. So and then whatever active ones I'm using are on there too. So if I lost one, I would just quick log in and boom, transfer it to another card so that no one could take it and start using it. But I just want to share that tip with everyone because that has actually helped me before.
That's a great idea. That's a really great idea. Thank you.
And then if you don't even have that card on you, you can just buy like a $5 gift card or something and then transfer it to that one back online. So that's a good workaround. I'm glad guest services helped out because that is the worst, right? You just spend all this money, you're having a good time, and then boom, like your money's gone. I hate that. So just want to throw that out there for everyone else.
All right, guys. Well, thanks so much. I appreciate it. And thanks for all you guys do. It's great listening to you every week, and appreciate everything.
Well, hey, tell the team we said congratulations. That is a huge accomplishment down at Summit, and just enjoy the party tonight because they've worked hard all year.
Thanks.
All right, take care. Talk to you soon.
See you, Mark.
Have a good one.
All right, bye-bye.
Dude, that'll be fun, man. 1 a.m. going to Epcot.
Oh my God, with your friends after a big victory.
Did they have to perform today?
Yes, today was fine.
Oh man, so they might be actually really like dog tired.
No, I mean, the performance is 2.5 minutes. I mean, but I mean, dude, it's the end of the season. Like it's a party, man. All right, I think we have I think it is Dennis out in Indianapolis. This call, I can't tell, but I think maybe this number, Dennis, is it you?
That's me. It's Dennis from Indianapolis.
Hey, Dennis, what is going on? Good to talk to you.
Well, I was going to talk about golf, but since it's May the 4th, let's talk Star Wars.
Whatever comes to your mind tonight. It's open line. Whatever you feel like.
Well, I just posted a bunch of Star Wars weekends pictures from 2010 on the memory lane section of the Discord. So everybody run over there and take a peek.
Those were amazing. I went through those while I was doing some work this afternoon. Those were awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing that all week. And because on Saturday I'm flying to Disneyland.
Oh, nice.
Man, love it.
I'm going to catch Sunday is the final day of Season of the Force, so I'll get to see that for the first time.
Never seen it. That'd be so cool.
And Friday is the first day of the 70th anniversary, so I get to see Paint the Night again.
See,
I love that parade.
I haven't seen it. I have not seen that parade.
You've got a year and a half. It's worth the trip.
Oh, we'll see. I'll get to see it when I go down for the race in January. So
There you go.
For that. Yep. Can't wait. Oh.
Yeah, I'm excited to plan my 70th anniversary trip. I was talking about the other day because I did not sign up for the races because like the Run Disney races just feel like it's not a vacation, you know, like you got to like wake up early and like run and all this and like you don't stay out late. So I'm planning a awesome 70th anniversary trip and I can't wait to get out there soon.
Yeah, it's great. I was there for the 60th, and that was awesome too.
It's funny because like you just said, Dennis, like, oh, you got 18 months, Mike. Like that's how I felt with the 60th. I went like one of the first few, like for maybe like first 2 or 3 months, and then like over a year later, I went again. I was like, oh my god, they're still doing the 60th out here. They definitely give you some time.
But they're offering a lot for the 70th. I mean, they're not doing it lightly out of Disneyland. You know, it seems like they're bringing a lot to the table, which I'm excited for. I'm super excited.
All right, let me just cover a little bit of golf. I saw on the Disney Golf website, it's golfwdw.com. They've redone the putting green at the Magnolia Palm courses. They've laid out an 18-hole putting course.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
I was not aware of that.
Yeah, I just saw it on the blog. I was looking at the Grumpy's Corner thing that they've done. And then I saw a blog entry about this. It's basically they've made the putting green a little larger, and every day it's a different course. And so it's basically free mini golf. The only catch is you got to bring your own putter and your own ball.
Wow. Oh, that sounds really awesome. And it changes daily, like because they probably just changed like the pin placements or something on it. Oh my gosh.
Exactly.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. I've not heard anyone talk about that. Oh, we got Jason in the chat. He's saying he just did it. He says, "Oh, wow, that's crazy."
So wait, I'm confused about this. So what? There's 18 different practice putting greens there now, or
no?
what?
It's like one
one
massive
putting
green.
It's
with
one
like
massive
different,
green
like
with 18 holes in it, with just 18 holes in it. Okay.
There may or may not be 18 holes. I mean, you could use holes multiple times.
Right.
Oh,
But
there's
they
an
put a
order?
T
Like
marker
T
in there and
placement,
say,
kinda.
okay, start here and go there.
Oh, okay, I get it. So there's like pins in the cups instead of just being open cups.
I don't know.
Huh.
Yeah, I would say
I'm
so.
all kinds of
Probably. I mean,
confused.
just like kind of like how a putting green would be like at your golf course, but
Okay.
but with actual like Dennis is saying, like with like tee boxes almost in quotes or like starting placements.
Okay.
That's
All right.
awesome.
That's okay. I've never heard of that.
I've
That's
got a
interesting.
picture on the blog.
Okay, I gotta see this. I gotta
And
see this.
the pins are just your normal practice green pins. They're about 1.5 feet tall, and they stay in the cup.
That's
I'll look
cool.
it up.
That's fun. I like that. I like that concept. I like that idea.
Yeah. And I'm looking forward to playing the new layout of the Magnolia course.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's been too many years since I played down there, and I need to go. Next year, I'll be retired, and I'll have all kinds of time.
There you go. Well, congratulations on that.
Absolutely.
I don't think I've played Magnolia. I've only been over there once. LBV is kind of like my jam because I love seeing like the resorts and Disney Springs. But I think Mike and I played the Palm, but I have not played the Magnolia. So Dennis, I'm gonna have to change that real soon. It sounds like.
Yeah, I've been lucky to play all 5 courses. And as you know, there's only 3 left, because the
I was about to say, like, boy, I'm trying to count, like, where are the other 2? Yeah.
well, the other 2 are over at Wilderness Lodge, the Eagle Pines and Osprey Ridge.
I've heard of
And
those. That's
Eagle
right.
Pines is underneath the Golden Oak housing development, and Osprey Ridge is now the Four Seasons course.
Gotcha. Yep. Cool.
So,
That's awesome that you played them all. That's great.
Oh, I see it now. That is cool. Okay, I just looked it up. Okay, those are cool. It's got like little like
Do
little
you
mini
have a
pins.
favorite, Dennis, of those courses?
I really liked Osprey Ridge. It was, the Palm and the Magnolia are basically typical Florida courses. They're flat. There's a lot of water. Osprey Ridge had a lot of character to it.
Nice.
I want to love Eagle Pines because it's a Pete Dye course, and I'm from Indiana, and Pete Dye did a lot of course designs in Indiana. But I only played it once, so I really can't make an opinion on just once.
Gotcha. Dennis, I mean, we've known each other like online for a while with the great photos and all this. And I think this might be the first that I knew that you're like a big golf enthusiast. I love this. This is awesome.
Yeah, I played a lot in high school. I quit, and when I was 30, I played for that summer, and I quit again. And in 2002, I picked it up, and I've been going crazy ever since.
Oh, Mike is sharing photos from the website. Oh, that's cool.
That is
Yeah.
cool. It holds your little water bottle or your soda as you're putting.
The green looks like in great shape too.
It's got a little tee
Like-
box. That's pretty
That's
awesome. I'm intrigued. It's like
Now,
it's like a little mini
if
golf.
you've got a car, I'll tell you a place you want to go. It's way out on the east side of Orlando. It's called Pop Stroke. It's a chain of putting courses. There's a bar, a restaurant. It's basically a place for a group of people to go and have fun. But they've got 2 putting courses that are kind of like the Fantasia fairways, except you can actually play on them. Unlike Fantasia fairways, that's ridiculous. But Pop Stroke, it's fun. I
Awesome.
played there last fall.
Scott's seeing
Okay.
this right now. He's wanting to book a trip. I can tell, like, just looking at this because Scott loves
Yeah.
mini golf so much.
Right
and
for a
this is
golf trip.
awesome.
I know Jason's probably going to chime in. I think he's listening. I think he told me about Pop Stroke too, or it was maybe a different place. I feel like I've heard that before. So now I've got like 2 recommendations on it. So definitely got to check that out.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
there's one in Tampa as well.
Okay.
They're both basically along the south part of the country, and wherever it's warm, so you can play year round.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get that here in Michigan or Indianapolis.
No.
That's cool.
All right. Well, I think that's all I've got.
We
All
appreciate
right. Well, have a
it.
great
That's
time at
cool.
Disneyland. And you snuck in a little comment. So I was just to say congratulations on the future retirement. Sounds like you got a year to go. So that sounds awesome.
Yeah, I told everybody, hey, I'm retiring at the end of 2025 when I turn 70. That's it. I'm done.
You deserve it.
Yes, absolutely well deserved. Holy smokes.
And now lots of golf is in your future.
That's right.
Exactly. I haven't played yet this year. It's driving me crazy. It's either too cold or too windy or too rainy. It's just
Hey,
I don't
this
like
cat doesn't care.
I
Dude, he
had
was out there
all
this
of that
morning.
today.
He had all the wind. It was 35 real feel it. He's out there
35
freezing.
degree tea time today, and
No
it was
thanks.
rainy and windy. It was brutal, but I got it done.
well, you're that hardy Michigan stock.
Yeah, he is. He's crazy.
Oh, that's awesome.
Dennis, it's so good to hear from you, bud. Thank you so much.
Have a
My-
great time
my
at
pleasure.
Disneyland.
Take care of yourself. Good talking
All
to
right.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, 407-413-9395, 407-413-9395.
Who's going to be
is
the
number.
last?
Exactly. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. Dude,
It's
that
like
little...
Maelstrom. You were the first to pass this way, nor shall you be the last,
Who
but there will be a last.
So Pop Stroke kind of sounds like a Top Golf for putting kind of thing.
Yeah,
Is this
it
similar?
sounds. Jason was talking about it the other day to me. I think I was editing a video late at night. He's like, "Yeah, I'm just driving back from Pop Stroke." I'm like, "Oh, what's that?"
Dude, they have all the cool stuff. I couldn't live down there. I'd be broke because there's too much fun stuff to do all the time. You know what I'm saying? You just go down I-Drive and be like, oh man, this is fun. There's a Portillo's right there.
I know. I went to a Portillo's last week.
Oh, because
I'd never been to one.
you had never been to a Portillo's?
No. Do
Oh.
people know like that? Like someone stole a car in my name like 3 years ago. I don't know if I ever shared that, but like 3 years ago, someone bought a car with like all my information and all this. And
Nuh-uh.
3 years ago, okay, and the court date was last week, so I had to like go testify 3 years later.
Shut up.
yeah.
No way.
And right by in that town there was a Portillo's, and I never had one. I was like, you know what, Mike would be proud of me. I'm gonna go here.
Okay, so what'd you get? Did you get the Italian beef or did you get the hot dog?
I did. So I wanted to like sample things, but just stunk because I was by myself. Like I needed like my whole family to sample things. So I got a hot dog and a cheeseburger.
Yeah, the Chicago
Yeah.
dog is what I usually get, but the Italian beef is like rocking.
Yeah,
feel bad
it
when I
seemed
get
like
that.
I probably should have gone Italian beef because they're like average, like it was like blowing up everywhere.
Yeah.
But like it was cool inside, like because it was like in Detroit, so they had like cool like cars, like
Yes.
drawings all over the place and stuff. It was pretty neat.
It's got like that 50s vibe to it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's see. Garain over on Instagram's asking for Alaska cruise excursion suggestions. What I would say is go over to the clubhouse into the Disney Cruise Line channel, and there's tons. Actually, we're talking about it right now because a lot of folks planning out their excursions. There's a lot of them talking about Ketchikan, especially some of the other spots. And Dennis is always giving real quick, just because he's been on many Alaskan cruises. I have not been to Alaska on Disney Cruise Line, but lots of talk there just this past week on all the excursions there, positives, negatives, stuff like that.
Our friends
check
Jared and
that out.
Stacy are going to be in Vancouver a week from tonight as they sail the next week. Oh man, I'm so excited for
It's
them.
crazy because there's Dennis speaking to the devil right there. You don't think people are listening, then bam, there he is. Like, let's go. By the way, 2-0 Blues. I don't want to 2-0 into the first. Hey, Molly Kilo over Keelock. Said it wrong. I'm terrible with pronunciation of names. Yes. I forgot what I was saying because I got all excited because Dennis.
Talking about Alaska and
Yeah,
the Discord is a good place to get the excursions.
Yes, yes. So Dennis will just go read the channel though, Disney Cruise Line channel over at Discord's brguestpodcast.com/clubhouse, and you'll get tons of information about those Alaskan excursions with Disney.
I can't wait to do that. I'm excited to see the Magic because I've never been on a classic ship. So we're doing the Magic oh my god,
60
2 months.
I think it's 62 days.
That's so wild.
It's on the thing behind me. Yeah.
So I'm excited for that, and I think I'm gonna like it. I think I'm gonna like the size of that ship. Emily's kind of worried; she thinks it's gonna be too small. So we'll see.
I'm pumped for it. Yeah.
But I gotta get on the Wonder too, and Wonder normally they do a San Diego cruise sometimes, a shorter one. But I'm if we're gonna do the Wonder, we got to do Alaska, right? I mean that could change as they change
Yeah, because next year both the Magic and the Wonder are sailing in Alaska at the same time.
Used to be kind of cool. Yeah,
it's all kinds of confusing for a travel agent who's the last decade has been booking just the Wonder. Then I see, the Magic, that's in Alaska? Yeah, it is. Because it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks like me.
Right.
But and Dennis says the Magic's perfect for the guest count. Because for us, and because I've been on the Wonder and the Magic, but it's been years. But it's wild because we've been sailing the Dream, the Fantasy, the Wish, and I was just on the Treasure, but it wasn't full. But it's one of those things it's gonna feel this where is everybody? Because you know they're so big, and this isn't, but it's proportional, right? I mean, you don't have you're going. You're used to saying I gotta go to deck 11 to get an ice cream cone. Well, on the Magic, it's going to be deck 9.
That's so weird to me.
Exactly. I mean,
I'm oftentimes staying on deck 9. You know?
Exactly. It takes a little bit of adjustment, but I think then within a day, you're just gonna be like, oh, it's cozy. I like this feel because you don't have it doesn't. You get places even quicker. But everything's
the space is smaller then though, right? I'm guessing the D lounge is probably a little bit smaller.
But there's not as many people on the ship, so you don't need 400 seats. You need a couple.
Animator's Palette's probably a little smaller, I'm guessing, and
But it's gonna be. Oh, dude, I can't wait because it's got O'Gill's, and that's my favorite place on the Fantasy because they retrofitted that in during one of the dry docks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Doc Dennis says, when you go to one of the islands like Castaway or Lookout, again, there's only so many people on that ship, so you don't have so many people on the beach.
Oh, that's true,
dude. I cannot wait.
I'm excited.
This vacation.
I'm excited for it.
I cannot wait. I can't wait.
I just love cruising, My last cruise is 3-nighter, so I'm definitely due for a longer cruise. Excited for a 5-night on the Wish. Well, I mean not the Wish.
You're gonna be on wrong ship.
No, you're going on the Magic. I'm going on the Wish.
Yeah, I'm saying, no, dude. I'm all in on the Magic. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yep. So I think we gotta wrap this thing up. I think that's it for this number. I'm closing up the old laptop, and
Dennis was the last caller on the number. It makes sense. He's been a long time listener.
Long time listener. Since the very,
Mm-hmm.
very beginning. So that's how we're gonna wrap that one up. We'll be back again next Sunday night.
Mother's Day. You down for that?
Oh, it is Mother's Day. Yeah, I think my wife's good with it. What about you?
Probably. I guess.
Yeah. I'll be here. My wife knows. She's cool with it. Because the thing is, we go out to eat. Our tradition, and I've probably shared this.
I don't even eat until after the show. So.
Well, we do lunch, and we do it with her mom. The tradition is we take her mom to the old spaghetti factory with all her sisters and stuff. So we go and I get the old spaghetti factory for lunch on Mother's Day with Pam and her sisters.
So I've only heard of that place from you. And
it's in that valley where where you got your car wash at one time. It's right there. That's where we go at Chesterfield. Yeah.
And on the last night of the band portion of their stay in Hawaii and Oahu, I'll have to double check with Emily. I'm pretty sure that she said they went to the old spaghetti factory. So I guess there's one in Oahu as well.
Which is so funny because I thought Old Spaghetti Factory was a St. Louis thing, like forever. I didn't think they were anywhere else, but they're nationwide. Because I was looking on the menu, like like a paper menu, and like around the border, it showed all the locations around the world, and I'm like, I've been scammed my whole life, dude. I thought the only one for my whole life forever was on what was called the Cleeds Landing, which is
I was convinced too until Emily's band went there in Hawaii. So.
Dude, it's in Hawaii. I've been scammed. But I thought for real.
In Waikiki.
So Chris Childers tuned in. Portillo's. This guy went to his first Portillo's a couple weeks ago. Didn't get Italian beef. So you're out.
What? Do I lose some kind of card?
Oh, dude, Chris Childers. He's from Chicago.
Portillo's it's like a chain. That's not like a
but
authentic Chicago dive.
Here's the thing. We don't have Portillo's in St. Louis. We do not have it. My daughter, she works in Chicago. Director of basketball operations, University of Illinois, Chicago, lives downtown Chicago next to the school. She has a Portillo's 3 minutes from her house. Goes there, not enough. I would be there morning, noon, and night if I lived where she did. But we do not have them in St. Louis. If I keep telling my wife, like if we want to be billionaires, I mean billionaires with a B, we would put one on this road that we live next to called Mid Rivers Mall Drive because it's got everything, right? It's the road that's got Chick-fil-A, Taco Bell, Raising Cane's, all the places. Put a Portillo's right there. Dude, we'd be billionaires because, a Portillo's, it's just, you can't stay away. It's so good. And if there was the only one in St. Louis, you don't understand. I fell in love with it. Like the shakes, the Italian beef.
Well, I'll make sure. It's like, there's at least one 60 minutes away. So I will, for you and Chris, I will try the beef and report back to both of you on how it was.
But see, I like the Chicago dog so much. I have a hard time. And then you got to get the cheese fries. You got to get that shake and then the cake. It's just too
I like
much.
how they called the number though. Cause I think I was number 751. I know it ended in a 1. There was 751. Your order is done.
Yes. That's the whole gimmick. I know. It's like, it's an experience. It's like a Disney thing. Like it's an experience. Like, you're not just a customer, man. You're like part of the show. Like
852, this order's for you.
Exactly.
It was kind of cool. I was digging their vibe in there.
Doesn't take much to entertain us. That's right.
Right.
All right, we got to close the show out because it is past the top of the hour. But we want to thank you for being a part of the Be Our Guest podcast tonight. We'll be back again next Sunday night, 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central. It'll be a Mother's Day special. So all the moms, give us a holler. We'll talk Disney with you, but don't forget our podcast, always brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. We'd love to help you plan your next Disney adventure for no additional cost to you. Check out all the details today and this week over at themagicforless.com. Please also use our Amazon affiliate link when you shop online. That helps us out a whole bunch. It's beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. And thank you so much for supporting us on Patreon. It's patreon.com/beourguestpodcast. And when you support us just $5 a month, you get a bonus show called Mike in the Midwest. It's our fun show. What did we talk about this week? I just recorded it this morning. What did I talk about? Oh, we talked about May the 4th.
You talked about short-term memory?
No, I did. I know, seriously, because I got the hockey game on. I got to watch it. But 2-0. But yeah, we talked about Star Wars memories and just, the Star Wars came out when I was 4. Can you believe I'm 51? Star Wars came out when I was 4. Just all the good stuff that it's brought to my life. So we talked about that. But little bonus shows. So come on over to patreon.com/beourguestpodcast. You get a new show every week. You can follow us on social media. I'm at Be Our Guest Mike on Instagram, Twitter, and Threads. You can follow Scotty G in those same places, Scott EPSCOT. But you need to check him out on his YouTube channel, which is Must See Adventures. New episodes dropped. There you go. I have it right here. I can't pick up my table, but it's right here on the table, my sticker. But Scott, what's happening on the channel? Must See Adventures over on YouTube.
Yeah, so we're wrapping up a Walt Disney World trip. We revisited an old favorite. So 10 years ago, we did this activity called Around the World in $80. It was a nice way for Emily to get familiar with World Showcase. Did you ever have that, Mike, where when Mallory was like, I don't want to be in World Showcase, this is boring or whatever, like that 7-6-year-old age,
We just said, suck it up, Buttercup.
Yeah, well, that's what we did too. And then there's Kit Kat stands. Go color a Duffy. Oh, speaking of, we started with Duffy, we're closing with Duffy. That's funny. But So we did this fun activity where we gave her $80 and she had to buy something at each pavilion and budget her money. So it was like a little math game and all this, got her really into it. So 10 years later, we revisited it, and that's what we did. So it's a little fun shopping and budgeting activity around World Showcase. 10 years later, what should we get this time? I will say I upped the budget though. I was a nice dad. I should have did $80 again.
Around
But
the world,
prices change,
$800.
I did not go that crazy, but Liz makes this is heavy narrated too. That was the thing. So you hear a lot of Elizabeth. Good thing she has good pipes.
Yes,
but it is a heavy narrated episode. But Liz does call me out on the budget I gave her. She did not approve of what I did, but that's okay.
It's kind of your thing. You're just like
that is kind of my thing. I love my kid. I want her to have fun, but like I did make the challenge a little too easy, but it's still a lot of fun. Go subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000. We're going to give away Disney gift cards when we get to 1,000. So make sure you subscribe. Like, we really appreciate it.
Again, go over there, like, subscribe. It's must-see adventures on YouTube. Get over there today. Yeah, no, I hear you. Your daughter, especially as they're getting ready to go away to school, right? I mean, like, the days are ticking. Mallory texted me last night, this stupid link to this dumb projector thing to go on the ceiling that's on Amazon. Like, it projects, like, stars and patterns.
Yeah.
It was like $29 on Amazon. I was like, do you need it? But you know what? I got it for her. But the thing is, I said
Emily knows to come to me. If she goes to Liz, like, it's not happening.
Right. But here's the thing. Like, I was like, Mother's Day coming up and I need your help. Like, she's your mom. Like, you need to help me do the shopping this week. Okay. So I had to, like, I made a deal, right? I was like, you're going to help me shop and then I'll buy this. Nice. She's like, deal. I'm like, okay, that's funny. So there you go. So it arrives tomorrow. Anyway, so that's all. Come to the Clubhouse, beourguestpodcast.com/clubhouse. That's our Discord server. We talk Disney all day, all week, all the time. It's a lot of fun. Just hang out with us. It's like the show just never ends. So coming over, it's free for everybody. We have a blast. All right, we're getting out of here. We'll have the shows this week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Great show coming up for you tomorrow. Let me just tell you, the Monday show, great guest. We talk about her taking down her guide dog. They stayed at the boardwalk. Super interesting. I learned a ton about what that experience is like. Just a wonderful guest. Adriel came on. So I think you're going to really, really enjoy that show. So I'm super excited for that to hit your feed.
Yeah, I caught some of that live. I was really enjoying it. Yeah, it was good.
Awesome. I think the dog's name was Jolie. Super cool. Like, really interesting show. So I'm excited for you to hear that one too. All right, we're going to jump out of here and wish you a great Sunday night or a great Thursday if you're catching this on the replay. So for Scotty G up in Michigan, I'm Mike here in Missouri. That was close. I hope you have a great week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you real soon.
You've been listening to the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. If you have questions, comments, or would like to be a guest on the show, please visit our website at beourguestpodcast.com. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you real soon.